So we got a pretty big patch for Legion Remix for all the players out there that really want to collect all of the different cosmetics you possibly can, including all of your artifact weapon appearances, which is what a lot of these changes pertain to. And then after that, we're also going to go over some of the upcoming content for Legion Remix, because there's actually quite a bit more than's actually on the roadmap, a lot of which being a bunch of new rewards that isn't going to launch with one of these specific Legion Remix phases. Now, the biggest piece of news is some hotfixes on November 14th that now allows pretty much every class in Legion Remix to earn their hidden artifact appearances, a lot of which have been unobtainable up until this point. And most of them being unobtainable because of some weird glitch or interaction, because Legion Remix is still on the retail version of the game, and just over the years of all the different updates and stuff, it's broken some of these quest lines or achievements or ways that you would normally get the hidden artifact appearances. So they've implemented fixes or workarounds for the following issues, causing some time runners to be unable to collect their hidden artifact appearances. So they have a fix for demon hunters, for druids, for mages, for monks, and for warlocks. And on top of that, Horus now sells the following items: the Shard of Darkness, which is a retribution paladin artifact. He sells the Tome of Otherworldly Venoms, which is the subtlety rogue artifact, and the Designs of the Grand Architect, which is the beast mastery hunter artifact. And then several volumes of the Annals of Light and Shadow. The Discipline Priest artifact can now be found among the stacks of Infinite Chrono Queries near page turn of Metros, and several volumes of the Annals of Light and Shadow. And then Unholy Death Knights may now find a time-warped trapdoor leading from Acheris to Putricide's secret lab. So all of these are just fixes to allow all of the different classes to obtain their hidden artifact appearances. And this is a pretty significant change for a lot of players, the hidden artifact appearances being one of those big rewards a lot of people really want to go earn. And Legion Remix is by far the best time to go do this, because you can progress all of your other things while doing it, instead of maybe having to go on retail and maybe having like some bugged or weird quests and things like that, and not getting any other progress while doing it. But we also have some upcoming content and rewards coming to Legion Remix. So first off, we have the roadmap that was initially revealed with Legion Remix. So that was that on October 27th, we got the Rise of the Nightfall patch. On the 5th of November, we got the Legion Fall patch, which is the most recent. Then going to the 19th of November, which we're only like 4 or 5 days away from, we get the Argus Eternal patch, which will give us Argus, the Seat of the Triumphant, and Antorus, the Burning Throne. So quite a lot of content with that. And then obviously they would be unlocking all of the different cosmetics that come with that phase of Legion Remix, which will be basically all of the rewards we can currently see in game. So anything on any vendor you can currently see on November 19th, you'll be able to unlock all of that. But then we also have a bit more of a hidden update coming, because if you haven't heard, there are a bunch of housing items that are going to be rewards in Legion Remix. And now it seems we are going to be getting those on December 2nd, because on December 2nd, patch 11.2.5 is released for retail. And with this patch, we get housing early access. So it seems that on December 2nd, when we get housing early access, we will also be unlocking the housing items from Legion Remix. And essentially how these are going to work is there are a bunch of different housing items that you need to complete a specific achievement in Legion Remix to unlock. That will give you the first one. And then if you want to buy any more of those housing items, you can go buy them from some amount of bronze. It's like 2,500 up to 30,000. And keep in mind that's something you'll probably want to do, because if you haven't been keeping up with how housing works, let's say you go obtain a chair in game and you go place that chair in your house, but let's say you want to place another one of that exact same chair, you have to go earn a second version of that chair. So for all of these items in Legion Remix, you want to go get the achievements to earn the first one, and then use a bunch of your bronze to buy additional ones. And a bunch of these items are actually really cool because the Legion is so kind of sci-fi inspired compared with the rest of the game. You have all these Legion and Fel housing items that are a bit more on the sci-fi side. So if you want to make like a more sci-fi house or a more Fel or Legion inspired house, these are definitely going to be some of the items you're going to want to pick up a bunch of. And then also keep in mind on December 10th, we will also have what's essentially the final phase of Legion Remix, which is the Infinite Echoes. And the only thing we know about this is that there will be catch-up opportunities, there will be remix content updates, and more rewards. Now, we really don't know any of this. I don't think any of this stuff has been data mined or anything like that. There could be a ton of different possibilities. You have all the Legion assault weapons, which a lot of people have been talking about wanting added into rewards as Legion Remix, because there are a bunch of really cool weapons that are usually really hard to obtain because the Legion assaults aren't really something super farmable. There could be the possibility of having like recolors of Mage Tower sets, because even though the developers talked about not adding the original Mage Tower sets, there is a possibility that they just add some recolors of those. There could be a ton of other different rewards, and they did kind of hint that this Infinite Chaos portion would kind of change up Legion Remix and make everything wacky and crazy. So this could be a really fun point of Legion Remix, and whether you're somebody that's played a ton of Legion Remix or you haven't played a ton, coming back on December 10th is definitely going to be a really good bet to be able to just earn stuff super quickly. The catch-up opportunities are probably going to be crazy to not only get your characters really strong, but they'll probably massively boost like bronze rewards and stuff like that. So whether you're still playing Legion Remix or you're taking a break or you haven't played it yet, we definitely have a lot of upcoming rewards and updates coming to it. And also keep in mind, Legion Remix will be ending on January 19th. So after Infinite Chaos is released, you'll have about 5 weeks to play the rest of Legion Remix. So again, that should be more than enough time if you haven't even started Legion Remix. But that's all I want to go over. So thanks for watching.